Before playing To the Moon and making a review of this game, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I'm glad I did. This game truly exceeded my expectations in terms of storytelling, deep and well thought out plot, and a wonderful soundtrack. In a nutshell, this game takes you on a ride that is basically an emotional roller coaster. In the beginning, you will feel bored, but as the story picks up later on, you feel immersed, then you feel happy, then you feel sad, you feel like crying, you get goosebumps, you feel energized, and by the end of the game, you feel satisfied that you played it. To the Moon was released in 2011 to immense critical acclaim. It received several awards as one of the best indie games of 2011. Steam user reviews are also overwhelmingly positive. That's already quite an achievement by itself, as it was the first game made by the new and small development studio called Freebird Games. One of the strongest points about this game is the unique story. You play as Dr. Rosaline and Dr. Watts, and both of them have peculiar jobs. They give people another chance to live, all the way from the very beginning, but only in the patient's heads. Due to the severity of the operation, the new life becomes the last thing the patients remember before drawing their last breath. Thus, the operation is only done to people on their deathbeds to fulfill what they wished they had done with their lives but could not do it. This particular story follows their attempt to fulfill the dream of an elderly man, Johnny, by giving him new memories of events that never actually happened in his life. With each step back in time, a new fragment of Johnny's past is revealed. As the two doctors piece together the puzzled events that spanned a lifetime, they seek to find out just why the frail old man chose his dying wish to be what it is. And Johnny's last wish is, of course, to go to the moon. There are no plot holes in this game, and there are no levels that are a waste of time. Each level has relevance to the overall plot. There are no silly side quests. The story is brilliantly written with twists all along to the very last scene. While it can make you feel a bit sad at times, the main characters, the two doctors you mainly play as, will never fail on making you laugh, even in the most dramatic situations. This game is a half video game and a half movie. The powerful soundtrack is on a whole new level of greatness. It makes you feel emotional, sometimes sad, sometimes uplifting, sometimes inspirational, and sometimes humorous. I admit that the story itself did not make me cry. I personally believe that the emotional soundtrack is what made most of the gamers cry while playing this game. I didn't really cry. I did not encounter any bugs or glitches while playing this game. The controls were smooth and fluid. Personally, I did not have any technical or immersion-breaking problems while playing this game. Now, to every positive, there is a negative. The negative of this game is that even though this game has a great story, it is unfortunately lacking in gameplay. In that sense, this is more of an interactive, cinematic movie game story with a lot of texts at the top of the screen, with very little to offer in terms of entertaining game mechanics. Sadly, very little of the existing game mechanics have anything to do with the narrative. Most of the game is just click and find objects and rearrange puzzle pieces. I get that the main characters are finding clues to unravel the mystery of the guy's life, but the game mechanics do not change, progress, or advance over the course of the story. At the end, near the climax, suddenly a new game mechanic is introduced, racing through a hallway, which was not part of the game earlier. So gameplay seems a little disjointed, pieced and put together for the sake of technically calling it a game without much thought to using it as a way that the player can interact with the story. One another negative thing that I noticed was the ending is sort of a sequel bait. I mean, the story in this game ends in a satisfying manner, but then another problem arises with one of the main playable characters. so we have to wait for a sequel to find out what it is. It's been quite long since this game was released in 2011, and still there's no sign of sequel in sight, which is kind of disappointing. In conclusion, this is not a random game that you must end. This is an experience that you must feel. This is the game that has the potential to make you laugh like a mad monkey and cry like a baby. It's sad, really, that a small-time developer like Freebird can craft a masterpiece with such a small budget that is so moving, thought-provoking, and memorable, yet all the big AAA game developers can hardly bring me to laugh, let alone shed a tear. I will highly recommend everyone to experience this game in their lifetime. I assure you, you will not regret it. Last but not least, I would like to thank my subscriber, Dynasty Star. Thank you for recommending me this video game. I hope all of you enjoyed my video game review. Please like, share, and comment on my videos. And stay tuned for more video game reviews of indie games. Thanks guys, and take care. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe.